दोस्तों हमारे चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब करिएगा और बेल आइकन को दबाइए ताकि जब भी हम नए वीडियोस डालें आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए।
Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss about a simple C program. So here we have a simple C program to print hello world. And firstly we have hash include stdio.h. So the hash include here is a preprocessor directive and it will include the file which is given within the angle brackets into the current source file. And here the file to be included is stdio.h. And it is the standard input-output library and it is a header file which has the necessary information to include the input-output related functions in our program such as printf, scanf, etc. So if you want to use any of these functions, you must include stdio.h in the source code. So first line is over, then we have int main. So this is where the execution begins from. Operating system initiates the program execution by invoking the main function. And since we have int in place of return type, it will expect an integer value from the main function. We can say that this integer returned represents the status of the program. If any system call error occurs, like if any file is not found or if access is denied, then it returns the error code. And if the program was executed and completed successfully without any system call errors, then it returns a 0. Next we have the opening curly brace. Since C is a block structured programming language, the statements are grouped together to achieve a specific task and we use curly braces to group them. And if you see an opening curly brace, it means the starting point of the block. Next we have printf hello world. So as we said before, printf is a function which is defined in stdio.h header file. Using printf function, we can print the output on the screen. Here, hello world will be printed as the output and not the semicolon here. That is important because every statement in C must end with a semicolon. And if we are using printf function and forget to include stdio.h library on the program, then the compiler will throw a warning saying that implicit declaration of built-in function printf. So it is really important to include corresponding header files in the source program. Next we have return 0. As we learned, this integer represents the status of the program and a 0 indicates successful execution and a non-zero value indicates a non-successful execution. In main function, we always explicitly return 0 and the program execution will be reaching the return 0 statement if and only if all the above statements are executed without any system call error. If program execution reaches a return 0 statement, we can ensure that there was no system call error in our program. If any error occurred, it would have returned a non-zero integer. And finally, we have the closing brace indicating the end of the block.